This one might be a little bit of a long segment here. I don't know. But I want to start this segment with some words from our former president, and then we'll get there.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, where they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think, is in big trouble.
Briahna Joy Gray is continuing her cringe tour. Once again, going on Rising to just ask a couple of questions. She's just asking questions, y'all. Just asking a couple of questions. Like, why the fuck are the trannies allowed to be in public? I'm just asking questions. Hey. Why is Tucker Carlson so cool? I'm just asking. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking questions. Oh, I saw a tranny outside. And why are they allowed outside? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking. I just want to know. Why are trans people allowed to leave the house? I just want to know. I'm just curious. So there's a lot to unpack here. And there's so much cringe. Let's just play the whole thing.
Fox News, I read a study some years ago, Fox News is more inclined to have a leftist on than MSNBC and CNN. It usually has a liberal on its panels that I think is representative of what liberalism is, for better or for worse.
So first of all, this is just a weird, bizarro conspiracy theory. I don't watch cable, so I'm going to tell you, I don't know what the fuck, statistically speaking, Fox News, MSNBC, or CNN are doing, because I don't fucking watch them. I don't fucking watch cable. Okay? So, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, CNN and MSNBC have approximately 0.3% of this and that and But, you know what? You know who else doesn't watch cable? Briahna Joy fucking Gray. She doesn't fucking watch cable. The only thing she's basing this argument off of is looking at, like, some viral clips people, like, sent her on Twitter. Oh, did you see Glenn Greenwald was on Fox? And she thinks that he's a leftist, right? So again, there's multiple layers of dishonesty in this conspiracy theory. Okay? Layer one, the people who are defined as leftist who are going on Fox News are not leftist. Right? It's just like vague, oh yeah, Glenn Greenwald, known leftist. Yeah. The guy who says that bisexuality is fake and doesn't exist and bisexuals are going to ruin the world. Yeah, he's a leftist. Yeah. And then also, whenever Fox does bring a leftist on, it usually is to take advantage of their cred as a leftist, and then to bring them on for 2 seconds, ask them a softball question, have them say, yeah, sure, whatever, and then take them off, and then spend the rest of the show talking about how, see, even leftists think leftists are stupid. So whenever there is a leftist on Fox, it's not like they think it's a net positive, because they only watch the clip that is sent to them on Twitter. They don't watch the entire Fox News program where Tucker Carlson brings on a leftist for 2 minutes in an hour, and the rest of the hour is saying, see, even leftists hate leftists, thinking and brainwashing all of the audience to thinking that leftists are cringe, right, and that even leftists hate other leftists, right? So, again, but I don't watch cable either. I can tell you, though, that I have seen dozens of clips on CNN and MSNBC of the Squad going on there to talk about left-wing stuff, Bernie going on there and talking about left-wing stuff. Now, again, I don't know. If you think Glenn Greenwald is more to the left than Bernie Sanders, I've got a bridge to fucking sell you. Is Bernie Sanders an ultra super duper anarcho-communist ultra lefty? No. But he's way further to the left than goddamn Glenn Greenwald. Right? So I just want to say, we're 16 seconds in, but this is a conspiracy theory built upon conspiracy theories, built upon other conspiracy theories, built upon laundering like weird past journalism that someone did like 20 years ago that gives them some credential that no one cares about. But this, like, again, we're just getting into this. Like,
opposed to the CNN, MSNBC shows, which tend to have like a never Trump Republican, which is this anomalous thing, which is basically just a neoliberal Democrat at this point. And you don't get the kind of spice and engagement that you get when you watch Fox News.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Fox really figured it out.
So I just want to say, I love how Rising is just having 3 right-wingers on the show. Like, I thought it was supposed to be like a balanced program between the right and the left. And they've got 3 right-wingers on the show? What? Maybe they got to get Dave Rubin on just to balance it out a little bit.
I remember right when...
I would say that Tucker Carlson in particular, I like watching Tucker Carlson. I watch him all the time. He's actually, if I had to choose which show, that's the one I would watch. And it's not, and I used to hate...
I have to choose what show? So, okay, my options for watching television. All right. We can watch Better Call Saul or the Tucker Carlson Show. If I have the option of watching one show and only one, like what the fuck? Now again, maybe that's taken out of context, but maybe she's just talking about new shows. I don't know. But also, why would anyone watch fucking cable? Seriously. Seriously, why would you watch cable? What are you, fucking 70 years old? Who the fuck is sitting on television, right, sitting on their couch like, I'm just surfing through cable. Oh, I forgot to take my medications. Like, what the fuck? How old is Kim Iverson? Is she like 90,000 years old? Who the fuck? Oh, I'm just watching cable. She doesn't fucking watch cable. She doesn't watch any of this shit. She's lying to you. This is all lies. She's just lying to you because she is paid to lie. All 3 of these fucking right-wing scumbags are paid to fucking lie. All they talk about is conspiracy theory, this, laundering someone's credibility, all of that fucking garbage, dude. It's trash. But again, we're just getting into it.
I hate Tucker Carlson. I mean, honestly, hate the guy. But I've grown to appreciate him. I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, like the immigration stuff we definitely don't agree on. But he's so anti-establishment, at least that's the show he produces, that I think a lot of people on the right...
He's anti-establishment? Huh? Like, again, like, how would you... Okay, Tucker Carlson's anti-establishment. I challenge Kim Iverson to debate on what the fuck that means. I challenge Briahna Joy Gray to debate on what the fuck that means. He's anti-establishment. My goddamn motherfuck, right? He is like a multi-millionaire, heir to a fortune, right? Probably on the way to becoming a multi-billionaire, right? All of his friends are multi-millionaires. All of his friends are politicians. All of his friends are rich people. But he's anti-establishment because he criticized a Democratic president once? Huh? What? But again, they just say words. They just say words and expect you not to think about what the fuck that means. Because this is called audience capture. What they're doing is anyone smart enough to hear this and go, what? They want them to leave. And they want to solidify an audience of drones and morons. That's the goal, right? They want an audience that is 100% lockstep, gonna fucking just gobble up any propaganda that they give them, and that's it. That's it. They don't want an audience of intelligent, thinking people that criticize them on a regular basis. They don't want that. Why would they? That doesn't make them money.
And the left appreciate that anti-establishment viewpoint.
Yes.
And again, this whole, people on the left appreciate Tucker Carlson. Who? Glenn Greenwald? Briahna Joy Gray? These are not left-wingers. I'm sorry. What? Kim Iverson, famed left-winger. Like, you could just say you're left-wing and then, say the most heinous Republican talking points, all the worst dog whistles in the world, and then just say you're left-wing, and then people just say, they're left-wing. They said they're left-wing. How about this? Have you ever heard this phrase, Kim Iverson? Actions speak louder than words. Have you ever heard of that phrase? When you say you're left-wing, but all your other politics and your positions on every political thing are right-wing, but you just say you're left-wing, guess what? I don't care what you have to say. I don't give a fuck. But this is why I don't watch these kinds of shows, because I have an IQ above 6.
And that's what CNN is missing.
That's exactly right. When you said earlier that the liberal channels have failed to read the room and looking to the Women's March. The Women's March was not the movement of the era. The movement of the era was, I'm sorry, the Bernie movement in 2016 that got rebooted in 2020. You have a solid 30% of the Democratic Party that steadfastly...
And Fox News supported the Bernie movement? They just say words. Like, yeah, CNN and MSNBC are trash. But that doesn't make Fox good. Like, that's the thing, is like, someone who's anti-establishment doesn't look at Fox News and say, you know what, Fox News is pretty good. Someone who's anti-establishment says, you know what, all of them fucking suck. That's what the anti-establishment person would say. How do they turn this supporting the establishment and the richest people in the world? How do they turn this into some weird anti-establishment thing? What? And Fox News was promoting the Bernie campaign? What?
Is supporting a more populist brand of politics. That's about the same numbers that exist on the right. Republicans.
Again, another conspiracy theory. Populism. Right-wing populism. That's a conspiracy theory. It doesn't exist. There is no fucking such thing. But of course, Rising was one of the key architects. Crystal Ball and Sagar Enjeti, when they hosted the show, wrote a book all about the right-wing populism. They're one of the key architects of this conspiracy theory, right along with Donald Trump's campaign. There is no such thing as right-wing populism. Okay, the right-wing populists, what do they support? Oh, they support taxing the poor and funneling tax dollars to the rich. Yeah, they're populists. What's populist about them? We hate the brown people! Woo-hoo! That's populism? Last time I checked, populism is appealing to most people, is appealing to the people as one entity. Populism is not, we hate brown people and the queers and so should you! Populist! That's not what populism is, you fucking idiot. This is a fucking conspiracy theory that only a fucking moron or a grifter would ever propagate. There's no fucking such thing as right-wing populism.
Aren't all populists right now, but the most fiery, energetic part of the party is. And Tucker Carlson and a lot of these conservative shows cater to that, I would argue in bad faith, but cater to that kind of populist, verve.
They cater to it in bad faith. That's her little, get out of jail free card. You notice a lot of, writers and pseudo-intellectuals and philosophers that pretend to be smarter than they are. They love to use speech as a weapon, and they love to bake in these get out of jail free cards. So now when I criticize this, someone in the comment section who's a super fan is going to be like, didn't you see? She said that she thinks it's in bad faith sometimes. So that means that all of your criticism is null and void. That's a stupid fucking rhetorical tactic, and you need to understand what that is. It's called a get out of jail free card.
People like myself are more persona non grata on CNN and MSNBC than actual Republicans like Nicole Wallace, who was...
What does that fancy word mean?
I'm not...
That doesn't make Fox News good. Yes, CNN and MSNBC suck. We know that. That doesn't make Fox News good. I don't understand why this is what the hell is what?
I'm banned. I'm canceled. I'm very much a distasteful person. I'm literally, I have been blacklisted on one of the major MSNBC shows, according to a booker that tried to suggest me.
CNN and MSNBC blacklisted me, so now I hate transgenders. That's what she's saying. I might just boil this into 2 videos, but I'm going to cover this one too, because it's so bad. So I'm going to cut this into 2 segments, so let's just finish this one.
Time. I mean, this is where they are. They literally won't have anybody who would come on and ask basic questions about why the Democratic Party and the Biden administration is so out of touch with this.
Okay, and that makes Fox News good? Again, I agree. And that's the thing with these conspiracy theories, is they say something that's so obviously true that most people would agree with, right? And then they turn it into something that it isn't. Like, yeah, CNN, MSNBC, they suck. I got blacklisted. It's like that cartoon. I don't know if you've seen the cartoon where it's like someone is like shaving their head and like tattooing a swastika on them. And they're like, you made me do this, because like a gay person asked them to like be nice or something. That's basically what this is. Like, she got blacklisted on an establishment network, and so she's jumping to other establishment networks and then saying that she's anti-establishment. What? She's literally working for a billionaire. She's working on The Hills Rising. She's working for a billionaire on a show that has 3 right-wingers on it and 0 left-wingers on it right now, apparently. I thought Ryan Grimm is supposed to be on the show. I don't know if he just took the day off or whatever. But even Ryan Grimm has been getting like some weird like doo-doo brain shit from being on this show. People like to say, oh, Ryan Grimm being on Rising, it's okay because he's the left-wing position. But, Ryan Grimm loves to just ask questions on the trans thing as well. He posts all the time. He's just asking questions about why trans people... Maybe lefties should just stop supporting trans rights, because then maybe we'll get taxing the rich or something. I don't know, man. So, I don't know. I see Ryan Grimm 2 years ago, and I see him now, and I'm saying Rising moved him to the right. That's what I'm saying. Does that mean Ryan Grimm is evil? No. I think he's probably a pretty decent person overall. I'm just saying, I have seen him move to the right since being on the show. And that's a problem for me. But I don't know where he is right now. But anyway, this fucking shit's crazy. This fucking shit is insane. Tucker Carlson is cool. I like him. He's anti-establishment. Like, what? Like, these fucking people are morons. They are grifters. They are snake oil salesmen. They are garbage. Shit on my shoes. Shit on my fucking shoes. Fuck them. Briahna Joy Gray sold the fucking Bernie movement out. That's what she did. She sold us the fuck out. She sold us the fuck out. That's what she did. She used her platform. She used her fame to make us look like fucking morons. Every time she goes on any fucking television station and says any of this stupid fucking garbage, you know what she does? You know what she carries with those statements? Bernie 2020 former press secretary. That's what she fucking does. She goes everywhere and says, I'm the former press secretary for Bernie Sanders, and she makes us look like fucking idiots. She makes Bernie look like a fucking moron. And that's a problem for me. Hey, maybe you disagree. But to me, that's offensive. And she's going to try to speak on behalf of the movement that she abandoned years ago. She is trash. She's a total fucking scumbag. But anyway, I say that before getting into this part.